Hey everyone, it is Take It All on Thursday, and it is June 28th, 2012, and this week what I want to talk about is the law of attraction. And you may be wondering why the hell did you want to talk about this shit? I don't want to fucking hear self-help bullshit. But my friend mentioned it to me, and he just says, "Hey, did you see the movie The Secret?" And I looked it up really quick. And I'm like, "Oh, wait a minute, this is that movie that has to deal with the book and the best-selling thing that Oprah talks about and all that jazz." And it is. The movie was made in 2006, I believe, and the book was written before that. Apparently, I think. I don't know. I didn't really go into the order of whatever happened, but it's out there, and I never was really interested in it, and I just kind of fell into it because my friend mentioned it, and I looked it up, and I watched the first 20 minutes of the movie, and that's pretty much all I needed to kind of backtrack and look at my life for a second. And the reason why I wanted to do a Take It All on Thursdays episode about it is because I feel like there are some of my friends out there that it could really help if I use myself, someone they know, as an example of, yes, this actually does work. Because some people hear the stories of, like, Will Smith talking about how, being positive and visualizing the things you want are what help you get where you want to go. So yeah, they're the whole celebrity disconnect thing, like, oh, well, that's Will Smith, like that type of thing. Or Oprah talks about it, and you when you know someone that actually it has happened to, it kind of hits closer to home and all that jazz. So I just want to talk about first, what is law of attraction. Law of attraction basically is this. It's pretty much you are using your thoughts to bring things your way in reality. Meaning you think and think and think so much about one thing that it just comes your way. Positive or negative. It could be anywhere from, I don't want to trip and fall, I don't want to trip and fall, and you fucking trip and fall, that type of thing. Or it's, I really want to be a teacher one day, and then just so happens you're a fucking teacher down the line. That type of thing, like positive or negative kind of thing. So how had this worked for me? I would say my first thing is the high school I went to. I just thought about photography. The only inner city school I could find that had photography in it was McKinley High School, and I was like, you know what? Or performing arts. I didn't really want to go to performing arts for some reason. I wanted to go to this art program, and just so happens I got in, and I progressed to where I wanted to be. During high school, now backstory really quick. I was raised, some of you guys do know this, but I was raised on the Lower East Side of Buffalo. And the Lower East Side of Buffalo is the ghettoest shit ever. Besides, the Upper East Side of Buffalo, I guess. But, yeah, Broadway, Bailey, Sycamore area. Some people who are from Buffalo know exactly where I'm talking about. And pretty much what comes from there is drugs, violence, white trash, and that's pretty much all I can think of. But, where I come from, there's not a lot of college graduates. There's not a lot of professional people in my family. We're all kind of low income, not really, just kind of getting by type people, hardworking blue collar people. And that is just maybe not what I wanted in life. All I knew is when I was in high school was that I really wanted to go to fucking college. And I just wanted to continue learning because I loved school so much. I was one of those weird students that just did everything I could to have the high school experience, just study everything I could. I took extra classes when I was a senior. Who the fuck knows a senior out there that took extra classes besides some crazy fucking brainiac? And I wasn't the smartest person in my school. By no means was not the smartest. By no means was I the most athletic, but I did sports because I wanted to, I did everything I could. So, moving on, I wanted to go to college so bad because I wanted to continue these things. And there was no doubt in my mind that I wasn't going to go. There was no doubt that I wasn't going to make it. So that's what I thought. That I just, not many people I knew were in college or had even went in my family. So the only person I knew was my aunt, and she lives in Florida, and she was a nun, and I'm not really connected to her like I would like to be. But she was one of my favorites because she aspired to do whatever she wanted to do. I assumed she wanted to go to college and she wasn't forced to. I don't know. Maybe I should talk to her one day. I don't know. But she was the only one that I knew that had went to college. And then from there, I worked in film and photography. From there, like after I completed college. After I graduated from college, I was like, you know what? I want to travel. Australia was another thing. Is another example. No one I knew had went to Australia. Okay, let alone left fucking Buffalo. Going doing like going to another country was totally other question. Like who does that? Like no one I knew in Buffalo did that either. So just those things I just really wanted to do. I focused and I just made sure that I did it. So working in film, going to LA, it continues. Like I set out to move to New York, and when I got here, I was like, you know what, I want my side job to be, I don't want to be a fucking lifeguard anymore. I don't want to be a bartender. I want to be a barista. And that was something that, I don't know, I really wanted to learn. And it was like, I need to figure out what the fuck I need to do to learn training, because usually they won't hire baristas unless you have total, like, 3 years New York experience, all the shit. So it just so happened that I happened to find a posting that said, hey, if you want to be a barista, we'll train you, this and that kind of thing. And I was so ecstatic to get the job that I got with Cafe Benny. So I just focused and I just, visualized these things, and it's just, there were things I really wanted, and I didn't doubt myself. I went out there, I did them, and I will say this. You need two things to kind of make this work for you. And one of them is belief. Belief in yourself, believe that you can do anything you want to do, believe that you have the talent, the drive, whatever your goal may be, you have to believe that you can achieve it, first and foremost. Okay, and the second thing is passion. Passion goes hand in hand with belief. You have to maybe obsess about it. You have to be willing to put sacrifice into this. You have to be willing to sacrifice. You have to be willing to do the hard work needed. If you have the passion, you won't mind doing those things. So passion and belief go a long way. Whatever you want to achieve, that goes such a long way, and I totally believe in that. And sometimes people talk to me, like some of my friends from high school, some of my, colleagues, some of the people I was in my fraternity with, my swim team, people look at me, and I'm just a regular person. I am not someone that's, oh my god, I'm so better than you, which some people think that I think that, but I'm definitely not better than anybody out there. I just try and do the best I can at what I want to do, and that's always something I know is me, is Amber does whatever the fuck she wants. No one's going to tell her different. You tell me I can't do something, I will prove you wrong, and I will do it. Okay? Perfect example was my film teacher in my Film 101 class at UB. She told me and the whole class that we were never going to make it in film. Fuck that. So, just belief, passion goes a long way. And there's something else I wanted to add. I can't remember. Damn it, I totally lost my train of thought. Anyways, so recently I've gone into this kind of, the past 6 months have been really rough, and the film thing, I've got two or three gigs, and it's kind of like I've kind of fallen off, and my thoughts and my positivity about my career and all this stuff has gone to dark side, I guess you would say. And I've now been thinking, you know what, maybe I can't do this. Maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe, I'm not going to send my resume out because no one's going to look at it anyways. I'm not going to get this job. Why am I even bothering to go to the interview? Those are the type of things I've been going through, and that's exactly what's been happening to me. I've not been motivated. I lost my drive. I lost my belief and passion. And look where I'm at. I'm at this fucking, like, I don't know what to do with my life stage. Like, before I knew, I was so confident. Now I'm totally fucking lost. So just don't lose track, man. Whatever your goal is, it could be losing weight. It could be fucking having that good car, house, loved one, something. I don't know. It could be anything. Just make sure you don't lose sight. Just have passion and believe. And visualize yourself doing this, and it'll come your way. And a perfect example of this is this is actually in progress right now, is my fine art photography business. Now, I thought about this, oh god, a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. I just said to my mom one day, you know what, maybe I should start my own fine art photography business, because that would be really something I really want to do. Did a couple more contracts with Princess, took a lot of photos, and then it kind of was like I started talking to my store about a business plan, where I wanted to go, what my goals were for my business. And then, I thought about it and really, trying to draw it out, kind of like a mental plan of what it was going to be, but I never really stepped forward. And then I've always thinking about, like, where do I want to go? How am I going to start this? I have so much stuff to register, and I have to fill out those papers and get the tax ID number and fucking bank accounts and stuff like that. So it's a lot of stuff that goes into doing your own business. But it comes my way because why? Another thing I want to talk about is you have to seize your opportunities. If you miss out on an opportunity, that could have been your stepping stone in the path that you should have been taking. And my stepping stone for my fine art business is my sister. For Christmas, she bought my domain name. Now, granted, buying a domain name is very, like, low cost, but it was the first step that got me on my way to finishing my website. Like, you know, everything from there, I was like, okay, then I need to design this. I didn't want to waste, I didn't want to let my sister down, and I didn't want to kind of waste what she did for me. So she kind of gave me a little push. She was that little push the universe gave me in that. So that is the type of thing, and it's still in progress, obviously, but there's no doubt in my mind that it's going to work. Like, that's just how I think. So, and I feel like there's some people some of my friends, 3 or 4 in particular, that may be lost or maybe doubting themselves, and I feel like if I can do anything for you, I want to inspire you. I want to say you can do anything you want, and that goes on for anybody that's watching this. So law of attraction works, and it doesn't work instantly, but you have to believe in yourself, you have to have the passion, and you have to seize the opportunities that come your way, and now those things they'll come to you. Whatever you want in life will just come. So that was Take It On Thursdays. I hope it wasn't too preachy, but I kind of wanted to use myself as an example of that. So until next time, folks, maybe next Thursday, hopefully, day after 4th of July. So I don't know, maybe, hopefully. I've been good with this weekly. So I'll see you guys next week.